The animal kingdom is full of surprises. But some creatures look and behave so strangely, you might think they came from another planet. Today, we're counting down 9 bizarre creatures you won't believe exist. Let's dive in. First up, a nocturnal bird with an eerie, almost supernatural stare, the Potoo.
In the deep, dark forests of Central and South America, there's a very special and mysterious bird called the Potoo. With its big, wide eyes and still body, it looks like a creature straight out of a ghost story. Long ago, people assumed that Potoos were witches who transformed into birds. With their haunting stare, they were believed to be one of these shape-shifting creatures. But even though the Potoo might seem a little spooky at first, it's actually super cute. With its big eyes and fluffy feathers, it looks kind of like an owl, right? Well, here's something surprising. Potoos are actually closer relatives to tiny hummingbirds than to owls. And here's something even more amazing. They can see while their eyes are closed. Potoos have special eyelids with tiny slits, so even when they look like they're sleeping, they can still watch everything around them. Potoos live in the forests of Central and South America, where they sit quietly on tree branches, blending in so well they almost disappear. Their brown and gray feathers make them look just like part of the tree, so it's super hard to spot them. Today, Potoos are found exclusively in the Americas, but in the past, their distribution was likely more widespread. Fossil remains of Potoos from the Eocene period have been discovered in Germany. A complete skeleton of the genus Paraprefica, found in Messel, Germany, shows skull and leg features similar to modern Potoos, suggesting it could be an early relative. Since the only other known fossils are of recently extinct species, it's unclear whether Potoos once had a global distribution that later contracted, or if the family was originally limited to Europe before shifting to the Americas. During the day, they stay completely still, almost like statues. But when night falls, the Potoo wakes up and starts hunting. They use their big mouths to swallow their food whole. Most of the time, they eat insects like moths, but some of the bigger Potoos can even swallow small birds. They don't chew, they just gulp it down. A lone Potoo, or a brooding adult with a predator near the nest, stays motionless and relies on its camouflage to avoid detection. If this doesn't work, the Potoo may break cover, attempting to intimidate the predator by opening its beak and eyes wide while vocalizing or flying out of reach. As both mysterious and adorable creatures, Potoos stand out as one of nature's more intriguing birds. With their impressive camouflage, haunting stares, and surprising connection to hummingbirds, they capture the curiosity of anyone who spots them in the forests of Central and South America.
From the spooky gaze, we slow things down with a creature that takes life at its own pace. The sloth. Sloths, native to the rainforests of Central and South America, are arboreal mammals known for their incredibly slow movements, which are not a flaw, but a finely tuned survival strategy. There are 2 main types, 2-toed and 3-toed sloths, each with unique adaptations. Their low metabolic rate allows them to conserve energy while living a life suspended in the canopy, feeding mostly on leaves, fruits, and flowers. Moving at a pace of about 0.24 kilometers per hour, sloths avoid detection by predators like eagles and jaguars, simply by being hard to notice. Their bodies are built for hanging. Sloths have curved claws up to 10 centimeters long and strong limbs that let them hang upside down for hours without tiring. Even their organs are positioned in a way that supports this inverted lifestyle. Their fur grows in the opposite direction of most mammals, from stomach to back, allowing rainwater to flow off easily while they cling to branches in tropical downpours. Despite their lethargic image, sloths are surprisingly good swimmers. When necessary, they drop from trees into rivers and paddle with ease using their long limbs. But if you thought slow was strange, wait until you meet a bird that looks like it walked straight out of the age of dinosaurs, the shoebill.
In the heart of central tropical Africa, amidst the sprawling freshwater swamps, dwells a creature both impressive and somewhat reminiscent of an ancient dinosaur, the shoebill. Behold the shoebill, also known as the whalebill or whale-headed stork, named after its extraordinary shoe-shaped bill. Solitary beings by nature, they reign over their realm with an aura of majestic sovereignty. But do not mistake their calm demeanor for weakness. These birds are skilled predators. With the patience of seasoned hunters, they stand as sentinels, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. The shoebill's domain spans the freshwater swamps of central tropical Africa, from the southern reaches of Sudan to the verdant lands of eastern Congo, Rwanda, Uganda, western Tanzania, and northern Zambia. Despite their typically silent nature, shoebills announce their presence during mating rituals with resounding bill-clattering calls, echoing through the marshlands like regal proclamations. With wingspans ranging from 230 to 260 centimeters, these majestic birds glide gracefully above the watery expanse, casting shadows upon the rippling surface below. Standing tall, with heights ranging from 110 to 140 centimeters, the shoebill exudes an undeniable presence in its watery kingdom. And let us not overlook their most remarkable feature, that magnificent, shoe-shaped bill, a testament to their evolutionary adaptation and predatory prowess.
From prehistoric looks to unusual eating habits, our next star is a mischievous parrot with a taste for the unexpected, the kea.
The kea from New Zealand. The kea, native to the South Island's alpine regions, might seem like a harmless bird with its olive green feathers and splashes of orange under its wings. Despite its playful demeanor, it has a reputation for being one of the few parrots with predatory tendencies. Keas have been known to attack live sheep by digging their sharp beaks into the sheep's flesh, particularly under the cover of night. Though these attacks don't usually kill the sheep directly, they can cause wounds that lead to infections, and sometimes the sheep, in fear, may jump off cliffs. Interestingly, not all keas behave this way, and it's believed that this behavior may have evolved over time, with some keas learning to feed on insects and dead animals initially, then transitioning to live prey like sheep. This behavior has sparked controversy in New Zealand's farming communities, where sheep farming is a significant industry. But there's more to the kea than just its feeding habits. It's considered one of the most intelligent birds in the world. Keas are known for their exceptional problem-solving skills and curiosity. In fact, they've been observed using tools, opening locks, and even solving puzzles in captivity. Their intelligence has earned them the nickname the Clown of the Mountains, as they often tamper with human objects like backpacks and cars. Keas are also one of the few parrot species adapted to cold climates. Native to New Zealand's harsh alpine environments, they thrive in cold conditions thanks to their thick feathers and resourcefulness in finding food even in winter. Their strong beaks allow them to dig for roots or scavenge food, making them incredibly adaptable to their challenging environment. Even though the kea doesn't possess the talons or sharp beaks of typical predatory birds, its intelligence, adaptability, and ability to survive in cold environments make it one of the most unique parrots in the world.
And speaking of unexpected, here's a mammal covered in natural armor, the scaled pangolin. Pangolins might just be the most adorable animals you've never heard of. They look like a mix between an anteater and a pine cone, with bodies covered in shiny, overlapping scales. These shy, gentle animals are found in parts of Asia and Africa, but sadly, they are also the most illegally hunted mammals in the world. Some live in trees, while others dig long burrows underground. The smallest kind is about 30 centimeters long, and the biggest can grow up to 1.8 meters. Pangolins are special because they are the only mammals in the world with scales. These scales are made of keratin, the same stuff as our fingernails, and protect them from bites and attacks. When a predator tries to attack, a pangolin curls into a ball, using its hard tail like a shield. If caught before curling up, it can swing its strong tail to fight back. Pangolins eat mostly ants and termites. They have no teeth, but their long, sticky tongues help them catch bugs. In fact, their tongues can be longer than their whole body. Their strong stomachs and small stones they swallow help crush the insects they eat. Pangolins usually live alone. Males are much bigger than females and compete for mates by using their sharp tails. After mating, The mother takes care of her baby, which rides on her back or tail for up to 2 years. From armor to odd anatomy, our next bird has eyes set so far back, it can almost see behind itself. Meet the American woodcock.
This is not photoshopped to look weird or to look wrong. This bird has a weird eye position for a reason. This is the American woodcock. The American woodcock, Scolopax minor, a fascinating and elusive bird, is native to North America and is well known for its distinctive behaviors, remarkable camouflage, and unique adaptations. Often referred to as the timberdoodle, bog sucker, or night partridge, this bird has captured the interest of ornithologists, hunters, and nature enthusiasts alike. One of the strangest aspects of the American woodcock is its unusual way of moving. This bird performs a peculiar rocking motion as it walks, bouncing forward while keeping its head completely still. Scientists believe that this behavior, though not confirmed, may help the bird detect vibrations in the ground, possibly revealing the location of its prey. Another widely accepted theory suggests that the movement disturbs earthworms beneath the surface, making them easier for the woodcock to locate and catch. Others speculate that this movement is a visual distraction technique, signaling potential predators that it is aware of them and ready to take flight at any moment. Regardless of the exact reason, the woodcock's odd yet mesmerizing strut adds to its quirky charm and makes it one of the most unique birds in North America. The American woodcock is a small, plump bird with a short neck, rounded wings, and a long, straight bill. Its cryptic brown, black, and gray plumage blends seamlessly with the forest floor, providing excellent camouflage from predators. The woodcock's large, dark eyes are set high on its head, giving it almost 360-degree vision, an adaptation that helps detect threats while foraging on the ground. Woodcocks inhabit young forests, moist woodlands, brushy fields, and wet meadows across eastern North America. They prefer areas with rich soil where earthworms, their primary food source, are abundant.
From unusual vision to unusual hunting, watch how the black heron uses its wings like an umbrella to trap its prey.
This is how this bird hunts. The black heron, Egretta ardesiaca, stands out not just for its sleek, dark plumage, but for a hunting technique so unique that it seems almost extraordinary. This bird, native to sub-Saharan Africa and parts of Madagascar, has developed a strategy that's as clever as it is effective. Umbrella feeding, also known as canopy feeding. What sets the black heron apart is its signature move, the creation of a personal umbrella. When it spots shallow waters that might conceal fish or aquatic insects, the heron spreads its wings wide, curving them to form a canopy over the water. This forms a perfect circle of shade underneath the bird. This behavior isn't random, it's purposeful and strategic. The umbrella-like structure serves two vital functions. Small fish are naturally drawn to shaded areas, mistaking them for safe zones. The artificial shade tricks them into swimming right into the heron's trap. At the same time, the heron benefits by cutting down on surface glare, giving it a clearer view of its prey beneath the water. Once a fish enters the shaded area, the heron strikes with lightning speed and deadly accuracy. The black heron is a medium-sized bird, typically standing between 42.5 to 66 centimeters tall and weighing between 0.27 to 0.39 kilograms. It is easily recognized by its black plumage, black bill, and yellow feet. In breeding plumage, it develops long, elegant plumes on its crown and nape, adding a regal flair to its sleek appearance. This species usually hunts alone, but it has also been observed feeding in groups of up to 50 individuals, with some rare sightings reporting flocks as large as 200. Although it feeds throughout the day, it especially favors hunting around sunset, when fish activity peaks. At night, the black heron roosts communally, with coastal flocks gathering at high tide. While small fish make up the bulk of the black heron's diet, it's far from picky. It also preys on aquatic insects, crustaceans, and amphibians, taking advantage of whatever the water has to offer. With its unusual feeding method, elegant build, and coordinated social behavior, the black heron showcases the incredible diversity and ingenuity of bird life. It's a master of light and shadow, turning a simple instinct into a hunting art form.
But bizarre looks and behavior aren't the only surprises in nature. The hooded Pitohui is one of the few poisonous birds on Earth. Birds are usually admired for their beauty and song, but a few possess a hidden danger toxicity. Only recently recognized and studied, toxic birds are rare and fascinating. The hooded Pitohui, considered the most poisonous bird in the world, stands out with its striking black and orange feathers. This bird's toxicity, derived from its diet, is a unique defense mechanism. Join us as we explore the secrets and evolution of the hooded Pitohui's remarkable trait. Up until recently, bird toxicity had not been recognized as a trait. It is only within the past 2 decades that literature has begun to explore this subject. Studies show that poisonous birds are rare, making them less studied across various bird categories. These birds derive their toxicity from the animals and plants they consume. The research indicates that bird toxicity is not an ancestral trait. Instead, it evolved over time. Among the many poisonous birds, the hooded Pitohui is considered the most poisonous in the world. The hooded Pitohui is native to the islands of New Guinea, where it is widely distributed across the main island and the nearby island of Yapen. The hooded Pitohui consumes various insects and berries. Scientists believe that its diet is linked to the toxin Homop-TX, which makes it taste unpleasant. This toxin accumulates on the bird's skin, feathers, and dander, with the highest concentration found on the breast, leg, and belly feathers. Contact with these areas causes a tingling, numbing effect, watery eyes, sneezing, and burning. Throughout its life, the bird uses this toxin to repel parasites and potential threats, including humans. The Chorazine beetle species are believed to be the source of the neurotoxin batrachoxin found in the hooded Pitohui. This toxin can cause itching, burning, watery eyes, and numbness, and in large quantities, it can lead to paralysis and even death. Its toxicity, derived from its diet, sets it apart as the most poisonous bird in the world. And finally, we end with another prehistoric-looking wonder: the Saiga antelope. The Saiga antelope, Saiga tatarica, is one of the most unusual-looking mammals on Earth. Instantly recognizable by its oversized, drooping nose, the Saiga once roamed vast areas of the Eurasian steppe, from Eastern Europe to Mongolia. Today, it survives in only a few remote pockets, mainly in Kazakhstan, Russia, and Mongolia, as a critically endangered species facing the pressures of habitat loss, poaching, and climate extremes. The Saiga's bulbous, trunk-like nose isn't just a quirky evolutionary fluke. It serves a vital purpose. During summer, the large nasal passages filter out dust kicked up across the dry steppe. In winter, the nose warms up freezing air before it reaches the lungs. This adaptation is key to the Saiga's survival in environments that shift between extreme heat and bitter cold. Saigas are well adapted to open grasslands, where their speed and agility help them escape predators like wolves. They can run up to 80 kilometers per hour. Herds migrate seasonally across long distances to find fresh pasture and avoid deep snow. Females often give birth to twins, helping the population bounce back, at least when conditions allow. The Saiga population has been hit hard in recent decades. In the 1990s, the collapse of the Soviet Union led to a surge in poaching for meat and horns, which are used in traditional medicine. But the biggest blow came in 2015, when a mysterious bacterial infection, pasteurellosis, wiped out more than 200,000 Saigas in just a few weeks. It was later linked to unusually warm and humid weather, which may have triggered the normally harmless bacteria into becoming fatal. Despite these setbacks, conservation efforts led by scientists and local governments are showing signs of hope. Populations in Kazakhstan have started to rebound thanks to anti-poaching patrols, protected areas, and public awareness campaigns. The Saiga antelope is a Pleistocene survivor, having once lived alongside woolly mammoths and saber-toothed cats. Its strange, prehistoric appearance is more than just a curiosity. It's a symbol of the fragile balance between nature, climate, and human activity. Saving the Saiga isn't just about protecting an odd-looking antelope. It's about preserving a piece of evolutionary history and ensuring the survival of a species perfectly adapted to one of the harshest environments on Earth. From ghostly eyes to dinosaur-like beaks, armored bodies to poisonous feathers. These creatures prove that nature's imagination knows no limits. Which of these bizarre animals amazed you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more wild discoveries.